Welcome back, everyone, to episode 83 of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy Cresta. Alongside me, my co host, Ryan Ferran. And today we're here to talk about the early reactions to Ant-Man Quantumania, answer some fan questions, and to review episode 4 of The Last of Us. Ryan, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'll be honest with you. I'm tired as shit, but I'm doing pretty good other than that.
Long day?
A little bit, yeah.
Sounds
Long
like
day.
it.
Tired.
Well,
I
you
don't like waking up in the morning.
No, I don't like waking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe for this episode. um, anything you're excited for this week or this weekend?
No, I got a pretty clean slate. Boring
Really?
weekend ahead of me, but that's a good thing.
You like your boring
I
weekends?
like just chilling out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you just
I go with the flow. I don't need any
just
plans.
chilling.
If I get a text, I'll go, and then that's it. Other than that, I want nothing on my schedule. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, this weekend's an important one. I got drill with the army. The Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
We're getting The Last of Us on Friday.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So
I'm very happy about that.
we're gonna record Friday,
Okay.
just so you know.
All right.
So we can record before I'll let your phone. I'm not that important. It's just so we can record before I have to go do army stuff.
All right.
But yeah. So I mean, it's been a pretty chill week. But I might be getting my tattoo in 2 weeks. My third one.
Really?
Mhm.
Nice.
The Ezekiel one from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
That's next. And I'm getting one for my mom after that.
Cool.
But yeah, you want to hop into the Ant-Man stuff?
Yeah.
So, early reactions. This is from IndieWire. Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania first reactions are that Marvel's Phase 5 Phase 5 is off to a frustrating start. But then other people call it the MCU's version of Star Wars and give it this like crazy praise.
Yeah.
But I think the main praise so far hasn't been for anything except for Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Like they're saying he's a big bad.
Which I feel like almost, in an Ant-Man movie, you want Ant-Man to be the biggest part. But for being honest, in this movie, because have they confirmed this is the last Ant-Man?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
That's fair. But, I mean, I think we're getting pretty close to it. If not, if Ant-Man, Scott Lang survives this, then I'll be happy. But I feel like he could. Obviously, we don't know anything, so this is just speculation on my end. I'm not spoiling anything. But if he were to die in this movie and it's just Cassie from now on, I can see them going with that and her being a young Avenger maybe or something like that. But I think the main goal of this movie is to set up Kang because we didn't get any of them. Well, besides Loki, obviously, but in Phase 4, we didn't really get any of them.
No, we didn't get any.
Yeah, any
The
of
only time you saw him was
Prime
Loki.
Kang. Yeah,
and that wasn't even Kang. That was
that was
the Protector or something.
the one who sees all, something like that.
Some bullshit.
I don't know. He was cool though, but Jonathan Majors was fantastic in that, and he's great in everything else. So I'm sure he's going to be by far the best part of this movie, which is what everybody's saying. But I can definitely see why this movie would be frustrating. They're biting off a lot of stuff, including MODOK, which I've heard.
I've heard he's got done dirty.
Yeah.
Same with Wasp, supposedly.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. But when you pack this much into a movie, you have Wasp, Ant-Man, obviously. Stature, is that her name? Cassie Lang? Isn't that her superhero name, I think?
I don't know. I don't read Marvel comics.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I read Batman and DC.
Such a nerd. Anyways, no, there's a lot of people in this, including Kang, now MODOK, and then Bill Murray, whatever the hell he's doing. So they bit off a lot in this movie. We just got to see how they chew it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were asking me. I thought you were just talking. Sorry, I'm on HBO Max getting ready to do the Last of Us stuff, and this cool trailer showed up.
You don't have to pay attention.
Oh, don't even start. You're the king of ignoring people during episodes.
Hey, only in text. That's it.
No, you ignore me during these episodes.
What?
That was good. That was funny.
Thank you.
You're a funny man. Annoying as fuck, dude. But yeah, do you have anything else you really want to add on Ant-Man?
No, I mean I'm definitely gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong, but
you don't really have a choice if we're seeing it.
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna go see the Marvel stuff. But if this is disappointing, I'll obviously be disappointed. But I can kind of understand it, and I'm really just looking if this is the end of Ant-Man, to finish him off strong and to get Kang off to a really good start, which is what we've been told so far. So I'm still excited for it. I can see it going both ways, and I'm definitely going to see it.
Agreed. I'm still excited to see it because I'm a big Ant-Man guy.
Yeah,
Very
that
big
first
fan.
trailer was still so good.
Yeah, and like some of the shots from it look really dope. Like that first person, the POV shot looking out of his broken mask,
Yeah.
is still one of the coolest shots. So I'm still seeing it. This comes out in 9 days.
Yeah, 15th, right?
Yep, 17th.
Does it?
Mhm.
I guess that's 9 days away. So yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
because I get my surgery done Tuesday, and then and I want to record the episode on Friday because I don't feel like doing it the first couple days after surgery.
Yeah, you're going to be on a lot of drugs. Can I get some of those?
I'm not taking any.
What?
I refuse.
You giving to me?
Ooh, people are so fucking stupid.
Why?
Nothing. I don't want to call anyone out, but people are dumb. But yeah. So this week's episode of The Last of Us was titled hold, please hold to my hand."
What?
The episode title says, please hold to my hand."
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
Please
I thought it
hold
was,
this in my
"Please
hand."
hold my hand."
That's what most people would think.
Yeah,
You know?
and I'm not gonna lie. After my second viewing, this episode was a little disappointing.
Yeah, I think
I was a
I can
little,
see that.
and I'm starting to have little like, I won't say pet peeves, but like little things that are starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
But all in all, the show's still very good. This episode was still good.
Mhm.
That woman who played, what's her name?
Kathleen.
Yeah, she's just. I'm not saying she's a bad actress because I know
No.
she's had a long career in Hollywood, but that speech she gave was not. I said to you while we were watching, I'm like,
Yeah.
that shit would not get me motivated to go try and go building to building looking for these violent people.
Yeah, no, she was Melanie Linsky. She was just kind of flat. She didn't feel like a leader, especially when you see the other guy, Perry.
The guy who voiced Tommy.
Yeah, Jeffrey Pierce. By the way, I'm on the cast list on Google. If you look at his picture, it's him with like a buzz cut and clean shaven.
Oh, really?
Unrecognizable.
Well, he's sexy with the long hair.
Oh, dude, come on now. That's
Come
the thing. I
on
said
now.
it to you. This show has gotten, if nothing else, right, all of the hair.
My God, no,
right?
he's better with the hair.
Yeah, dude, all of the hair, the beards, everything in the show, on point. Fantastic.
On point. Beards
Yeah.
are on point. Hair's on point.
Yeah.
Zaddy looking good as ever. For
Yeah,
those who
but
don't know, that's Pedro Pascal.
yeah, Melanie Linsky as Kathleen just really fell flat. I'm hoping maybe there's something in episode 5 where she can pick it up a little bit, but there just wasn't. She didn't feel like a leader. She kind of felt like a soccer mom in the apocalypse. Like,
She was annoying as fuck.
yeah, her intro wasn't that good because the whole thing with the doctor, like, you
I
kind of
don't
knew from
give
the
a
beginning.
shit.
Yeah, there was nothing to set up for us to care about him.
And
or
as
anything.
soon as they showed the bodies, you knew she was going to go back and kill them.
Yeah,
Like there was no build up to that. But I will say, this is another thing that goes off from the game. These people in the game are just kind of like a wall of AI villains.
yeah.
They don't have a story.
They're trying to give him some
Yeah,
personality.
which I get. So it's going to be a little hard.
Yeah, I
but-
totally respect that. If done right, which I'm hoping it will be, it could really add a lot to the story. But at this point, it just hasn't. It hasn't landed.
it didn't land so far.
Yeah.
And in the game, this episode would have been in Pittsburgh, but they changed to Kansas City.
Yeah. I think it's fine because they said they were just looking something to match up, but they were filming in Calgary, so I think they just said it matched up a little better, and it's totally fine. You know, Kansas City's a fine city. I hope it looks like that after the Super Bowl.
I know, Sam.
Yeah.
This episode starts off banging though. Like it starts off hot. Like
Mhm.
right away, it's Ellie with the gun in the mirror.
Yeah.
It's a very good scene showing that she wants some violence.
Yeah, she's ready.
Just someone needs to push her over that edge.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this scene was freaking me out. I thought she was gonna shoot herself somehow. The character of the apocalypse is it just shoots themselves.
Yeah.
By accidentally. Not
It's
even
like
on
that guy in
purpose.
Band of Brothers who grabs a Luger and shoots himself in the artery on accident. That's seen every time.
Makes me laugh. I'm kidding.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
Will it make you cry?
it does make me cry. But I'm just like, damn. Every episode of that
Come
show.
on, homeboy. Why you
Best,
gotta do yourself dirty like that?
best show of all time. Anyways, yeah, but beginning of this episode, it starts off good because you see Ellie in the mirror finicking around with the gun, and then she goes outside and meets Joel, who's siphoning, right? Siphoning, siphoning.
Siphoning gas.
All right, I thought so.
You've never
He's
done it?
siphoning gas. I've never done it. I've never had to steal gas before, Tommy.
Neither have I.
Never had to tactically acquire some. Yeah. But I did like, I said it to you when we were watching it. I like they keep just giving these little points that make so much sense that you don't think about. Because Ellie says, why do we have to do this every few hours? And Joel is like, gas breaks down over time. It's basically water. And it just adds that extra layer of realism to the show that they've been doing so well. Just those little things they mention every episode. It just adds to the realism of what would happen in real life. Because, yeah, gasoline does break down. You'd have to stop much more often to take gas. And it just makes so much sense. It's those little things that sets this show apart so far from everything else.
Did you like Ellie's book of jokes?
I didn't think it was annoying.
No, I liked it.
Yeah,
I was a
didn't mind
fan.
it.
Got me to giggle a couple times.
Yeah,
Needs the levity, and it's building their relationship,
yeah.
which is what the show needed to do, especially after the third episode of the show having nothing really to do with the two of them.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I didn't find it. I think people are saying it's kind of annoying. I didn't find it like that. I think it's just
No, it's annoying probably to him,
yeah, it's
but it's
puns.
also
So.
good for him because he hasn't had that in his life.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes sense if she finds a joke book, she's just gonna say the shittiest joke she can to Joel because she's really just trying to piss him off right now. Not piss him off, but she's trying to break him, and it's kind of working. So then they get in the car and she pulls out a Hank Williams tape.
Yeah, that was a vibe. I was
Dude,
jamming.
great.
Then she finds the magazine. That shit was so funny. That's right from the game.
Yeah, like 1 for 1, pretty much.
Yeah, it's funny.
It was funny when she was like, "Why are the pages stuck together?" Whoa.
He's like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean,
no,
Bella Ramsey. We say it every episode, but she's just fantastic as Ellie.
we need to really stop talking over one
We do, but
another.
go.
Oh, you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Oh, so I thought it was pretty cool that the song's title alone and Forsaken, because that's pretty much explaining their story. And the song from yesterday is about not yesterday. The song from last episode is about being in love and like looking for someone,
Hmm.
and that's what the whole third episode is about. And this episode's about they're pretty much alone and forsaken.
Yeah.
I think it's a little Easter egg.
Hmm.
Loves. I slept in one of them.
Yeah, but then they're
No,
driving
was a
on the
lot
highway.
lizard.
Dude, you keep talking over each other. You said it and then you did it.
I had to say lot lizard.
You did have to say lot lizard. You love those lot lizards.
I do not. Do not put things out there like that.
But then they're driving on the highway and you see everything broken down. You hear Ellie talking to Joel saying that she wants to see a tank and a helicopter and all that stuff after seeing all the cars that are pushed through. And then when they finally drive past them and she sees the tank sitting there, she like you just see it on her face. There's no words, but it is not what she thought it would be. They're all broken down, busted, haven't been touched in years, so it's just desolate.
Yeah, and then after that they find a place to stay for the night. They go out in the middle of the woods and they eat 20-year-old Chef Boyardee out of the can, living their best life out here. And this scene again is showing pretty much Joel explaining how they need to survive and why he's so smart. Because right away she's like, "Well, why can't we build a fire if we're so desolate right now? Like, there's no one around us."
Yeah.
She's like, "Will the fungus smell it?" And he's like, "No." And he explains like people are out there, which is, I think I'd be more scared of people than I would be with the fungi.
Yeah,
The fungi, at least, they're dead and they can't shoot back at me.
it's true. They can run pretty damn fast though.
Yeah, but if I'm in a house, why aren't you saying anything?
I kind of thought you would keep talking.
No, you saw me drinking my drink.
That's fair. They go to bed and they wake up, and I kind of took offense to this because Ellie smells the coffee and she's like, "This smells like shit."
Coffee's terrible.
Coffee's not terrible. If you make it good, then it's good.
Wait, what's her joke in what's the joke at night?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's the scarecrow one.
Oh yeah, Joel gets it.
He tells her what it is.
Yeah. I thought the puns were good though.
I did. The one at the end actually got a laugh out of it.
Diarrhea runs in your genes.
I can't believe you got offended by her coffee comment.
It was terrible, dude.
Coffee's ass.
I like when Joel just started sipping it though. in the
Oh,
car.
he's like,
Yeah. But then they're driving and Joel explains who Tommy is and why they're trying to find him. And he kind of explains like, what the fuck are you doing?
me?
What the hell was that?
I fixed my bottle.
Okay.
There was a big dent in it.
Okay.
He thinks I blew my water bottle. But yeah, no, he explains the whole situation with Tommy, how Tommy's always wants to be a hero. He goes diving headfirst into things before he really knows what's about.
Mhm.
And it's sad, but then at least so my probably favorite part of the episode, which is when they start getting turned around because the blockade going into Kansas City.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, where are we going?" Like on the map. He's like, "We'll figure out where." She's like, "This is my second fucking day in a car." Like that's the things like he's not even thinking about. She's never done any of this before.
Yeah. But when they get into Kansas City and they drive through and they see Ellie notices the QZ and it is just not destroyed, but it's the doors open, it's all overgrown, hasn't been taken care of at all, and then the guy stumbles out pretending to be hurt, and you can tell Joel's just done this so many times. He says it later. He's been on the receiving end and the giving end of that trick, so he knows
No, not
immediately.
that trick of an ambush.
Yeah, but that trick.
No, he just said. She goes, "How'd you know it was an ambush?" Not She just he just is
He could have
explaining.
done the same thing. He'd probably be the one up top though. Probably. But Joel drives straight through him, and then they crash the car, which that stunt was awesome.
Yes,
Like
but
they
then
really crashed that
the
car.
scene after is one of my biggest no's of the episode.
You didn't like it?
I love the crash. That whole stun sequence was very good.
Yeah.
The scene after.
Tell me what you thought of it.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about it first. I was going to give my
No,
opinion.
you made a whole point. You don't like the scene, so tell me.
So I like what he says and like how he's telling her like she needs to get through the wall and stuff, but the action was so minimal. Like it wasn't like it was so minimal that it was unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like he just pops up in the car and shoots the guy, and that's it.
He does, yeah. I kind of thought he would take a little longer to kill that one guy, but he really does just pop straight up and kill him.
And he doesn't even aim. He just kind of lifts it up really quick.
Yeah.
Kind of like quick scope that ass.
Mm-hmm.
But
But at the same time, like these are probably you see the kid later on, he's super young. So I can totally see these kids being around the same age, maybe. So maybe this is like one of the first times they kind of broke off from the rest of their little gang there, and then they thought, oh, we can just take these guys on our own. Maybe they're just not trained, they're young, and they got a little excited and they did the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know what it is, dude. I'm a little disappointed with the violence so far.
I've seen a lot of people saying that.
I
There's
want-
nothing wrong with that. But
Like, I don't. It doesn't need to be like the Walking Dead level violent. Where,
Yeah.
like it's like guts and all that. But
Mhm.
show me something. Like
Yeah.
you're one of the most violent video games of all time, and we have seen nothing so far.
yeah, but at the same time, like that's a game. And in that game you have third person where you can look around a wall and see the people and then hit them immediately. So this is more which I mean Joel did there. So
Yeah. Oh,
little video game reference, I guess. No. But
Oh my god, we perfectly in sync on what scene's happening.
we're close.
Did Joel just shoot the second guy for you?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just saw.
Perfect. Yeah, but
Man,
I
he
don't
gets
know.
ambushed.
I think it, like you were saying, it is a very violent game, but at the same time, I think to make it a show, you need to tone that down
No,
at
and
least
I
a little
said that. I was okay with the tuning.
because like in a game, you're obviously just shooting a lot. And I know ammo's a big thing in the game, you don't have a ton. But in this, to make it more realistic, like it is just Joel and Ellie doesn't really shoot people that often at this point at least. So it's kind of just Joel against the world. And if you're gonna do that, you can't have like 10 guys at once, because then realistically you would never make it out of that. So
I'm sorry.
no, you go.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like the actual violence is like it feels like I'm watching Marvel style violence.
It is
Like
fairly
people are
much,
getting
yeah.
shot and nothing happened.
Yeah, there really isn't that much blood yet,
And
but
like they haven't showed anyone. Most of the kills are off screen.
yeah.
Like you hear what happens. Like when Ellie shoots the kid,
Mhm.
you don't see it happen. You see her shoot.
Yeah. Dude, the way she was aiming down at that kid, she got really close and aimed, like, kinda down. I thought she was gonna shoot Joel on accident, go through him, hit him in the shoulder
I
or
did
something.
like that scene though when he's like calling out for his mom.
Oh, yeah, when he's
That's
saying, like, "We can
realistic.
help you." Dude, when I thought after that scene, I thought they were gonna get back. I thought Kathleen was gonna be his mom, and that would do something,
Yeah.
but I don't know. But yeah, that scene was really good. I liked it. Him calling out for his mom. But again, I know what you're saying. Joe kills him off screen with the knife, but
And it sounds like he doesn't stab him. It sounds like he bonks him. Because
kinda,
it says
yeah,
metal thud.
yeah. I don't know. But at the same time, for that, Joe killing him off screen, it does give us a chance to stay with Ellie and see how she's feeling about this.
No,
Because you
see,
see her,
that part I'm fine with.
yeah, you see her wiping away tears, which is good because you don't get a chance to sit down and cry in this world. You gotta realize you did something shitty and then move on.
Yeah, like this kid drops the knife like that was gonna stop them. They made a decision they were gonna kill you as soon as you started strangling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked how she goes into the wall and wipes away her tears.
Mhm.
Because in this world, as you're saying, like you have to just move on.
Yeah.
There's no time to dawn, like think back on what you did. And if it was the right thing to do or the wrong thing, you just have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And then it goes they see the more like Humvees and pickup trucks drive over and they run through the buildings. And then we go to Kathleen,
holy shit,
with
she's
the
on
doctor.
screen. So she from the 26-minute mark to the 31-minute mark. It's all Kathleen.
Really?
That sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely could have been better.
I
I
just
think
skipped all of it.
I mean, I do hate to say it because she's not a bad actress. It's just maybe this role wasn't right for her.
I don't know if it's not right for her. The script was just very weak in that episode.
Yeah.
Like at least for her character.
Mhm. Especially when you have a guy like Perry, who's Jeffrey Pierce. Like that dude looks like a leader. The
I
way he's carrying
know.
himself, he's like obviously has some military background, whether it be from Fedra or before the outbreak. Like he looks like he can just get shit done. And Kathleen, we see her kind of. I think they try to show her maybe a little bit ruthless with her just going and executing the doctor like she didn't care, but it just didn't work. It didn't
It
play
didn't
well.
feel violent.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like she meant it harshly. It just kind of seemed like, okay, I have to
Mhm.
do this.
Yeah, I did like the guard that was standing there. When she shoots him, he does jump. Like he wasn't expecting that.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
but like I don't know, it just didn't come off well on screen.
No,
Yeah, it
agreed.
just didn't work well, which kind of sucks. But I do have hope for next episode because this one was kind of setting up
Yeah, the
them
next
getting
one's a
to
big
Kansas City.
episode.
The next episode, I think, is going to have a lot more fighting. I think this is going to be them trying to get out of Kansas City because I don't think they're going to stay here for too long. So
Nope.
yeah,
But they find the Kathleen and her and the soldiers find find the people who Joel killed,
Mhm.
and they think it was these two, Hank and Sam.
Henry,
Hank is Hank. I mean
Henry.
Henry.
Yep.
Thank you. Henry and Sam, and Henry's the dad. Sam's the son, and they're on the run. So they think they did it, but then it was actually Joel and Ellie. After that, we cut back. It's a wide shot of a couple of stores, and zooms in. You can see Joel looking through the newspapers.
Yeah.
And this was actually a really good scene. He teaches Ellie how to shoot, well,
Mhm.
how to hold the firearm, and he gives her the gun,
Yeah.
which was a huge deal because she's been asking, asking, asking. So I did like that scene. I feel like so far the best scenes have been not like action. It's just been Joel and Ellie
Yeah.
normally just talking.
Which I'm fine with. Like,
No, because this show is more about their dynamic than it is about the violence.
yeah, they're definitely like I get fans of the game are going to want more action and violence and stuff, but like it is much harder to do that on screen and make it meaningful because in a game, violence can be very meaningful, but you also have to keep the player's attention. If you're playing a game, you don't just want to watch people talk for 7 hours. But in a show, you're usually watching people talk for a few hours. So I think toning down the violence was a good idea for this show. Absolutely. You can spend more time with the characters. That was loud.
That was not quiet.
You can spend more time with the characters and kind of see how they interact with each other more because you obviously have less time in the game, but especially with 9 episodes. So I can see what they're trying to go for, be a little more character driven than action driven. But at the same time, although the character stuff has been very good in this show, I think it is time for some action.
Yeah, and I like. I'm going away from what you said. I'm not. I liked what you said. It was very accurate. I like when Joel explains what you said, and he's like, "You should never have to go through that." Like, but kind of like she has to be able to move on.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get time to think about these mistakes and like things you've had to do. So it's again, he's opening up to her, and she's becoming more than just cargo, which is what he calls her early on in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they run to a very tall building.
Very tall building.
But before that, we cut back to what's the guy's name with the luscious locks?
Harry?
Harry.
Wait.
Harry.
Harry. Harry the platypus.
Harry the platypus.
That's the one.
That's the one. But they go to find Henry and Sam,
That's the one.
and instead they find a crater, and the crater starts moving.
Yeah. Which I don't know what that is yet because I didn't play or watch the games. You were very excited for that.
Oh, dude, I was hyped because I know where this is. I know to a point where this is heading,
Mm-hmm.
and so it makes it. I think it makes it fun, like to a point. Like there's some stuff I wish I didn't know,
Yeah.
like for the middle of the story. But they've also kept me on the toes because they changed the whole Frank and Bill storyline.
Yeah.
From the game, which
I
is
mean,
very
it's the
minimal.
difference. I keep cutting you off again. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's the difference between like reading the comics and just watching the Marvel movies. Like when you read the comics, you know generally what's going to happen, but obviously the movies changed up a little bit. When you just watch the movies, you get a different understanding. So it's kind of the same, obviously, with the game versus the show. You know where things are going, but they've changed so much from the games to the show that there is still stuff they can totally change.
Yeah.
But at the same time, knowing like what zombies are coming, it does add suspense almost because you know like, oh, this is bad instead of for me it's suspense too because I can tell the fucking cement is moving so something bad is coming. But I'm also more curious of like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to look like. So
It's gonna be a fun
yeah,
episode.
it
Episode
will.
5. But then I like the scene when they're walking up the 45 floors.
Yeah.
And it just cuts to them at certain points, and they're both just so tired. And that's the scene with what you talked about that with the ambush,
Hmm.
and he says, "I've been on both sides,"
Yeah.
and he said that was a very long time ago, though.
Yeah. And Ellie asked him, "Have you ever killed any innocent people?" And he just kind of ignores it, keeps walking.
Yeah, and then they go upstairs, and they find a room that they're gonna stay for the night. He starts sprinkling some glass. Wait, I need to know actually. I said something to you while we were watching it.
What?
I'm gonna see.
By the way, it's 33 floors. They stepped up, not 45.
Why? What did he say? 45 for?
Maybe that's how tall the building was. But they said
Oh,
33 floors.
you were right. Remember when I was like, I don't remember those bed things being there.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Ellie. She does. She makes them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how I didn't notice that 2 times watching this.
Mm-hmm.
But
It does cut, and she's like just putting the last one there, so I can see why.
no, they clearly show her kicking it
Yeah.
to make Joel's, and then she does hers.
Mm-hmm.
But he's then putting down glass, and Ellie's very confused, and he's like explaining like he doesn't hear so good, like it gives him more time to react. Well, doesn't really work.
Yeah.
But then we get my favorite joke from Ellie's book so far.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain?
I gotta watch the caption so I can see the joke again.
Oh my god! Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
It runs in your genes, dude. Funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I'm not giving you a laugh for that.
No, you shouldn't.
But then it was great because it made Joel laugh, and
Yeah.
it's a very funny scene.
Which I've also seen people taking. People are up in arms about that. Joel laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy has a good sense of humor.
People have been saying like Joel shouldn't laugh like that. Maybe a smile at best. I'm like, dude,
He already did the
come
smile. He
on.
smiled earlier.
Yeah.
There's time to laugh.
That's all right. You gave a nice chuckle.
But then eventually they fall asleep, and then Ellie wakes Joel up, yelling for him, and Henry has a gun in her face, and Sam has a gun in Joel's face.
Which also, if you watch, he falls asleep with his left ear up, and then he wakes up with his right ear up, which is his bad ear.
Yeah.
So kind of like it makes sense why he couldn't hear him. I think it's left and right.
It is.
It should be. I'm not. I'm not good with directions. I
Trust
still
me.
don't know my lefts and rights.
I know. But I'm scared to go on road trips with you. That's right. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the episode. I just had little things to pick at this. This
Yeah.
was the first one I felt like I needed to like pick at a little bit.
Which I think is a kind of general consensus, and with it being the shortest episode so far, it's totally fair to have some gripes with it. And yeah, I mean, it's not a bad episode by any means, but out of all of them, this is definitely the one with the most like nitpicky stuff, I guess.
Yeah, agreed. But do you have anything else you want to add about The Last of Us episode 4?
No, I mean, I think all the Joel and Ellie stuff was done well. I always say no and then continue to talk.
You do. You say it every episode.
Yeah. No, the Joel and Ellie stuff was done very well. Kathleen, it just didn't work right. I definitely want to see him again. I want to give him another shot in episode 5, but it just didn't land for me. And for most people, I think, which is unfortunate. But they're not the main characters in the story. It's Joel and Ellie's story, and they can be somewhat decent antagonists, at least physically, from now on. I think they'll get the job done and continue to propel Ellie and Joel's story forward, which is kind of the more important thing. So definitely excited for episode 5, and I still want to see what the fuck was in that goddamn crater. I do not know.
I believe you are going to see it in 5.
I think they show it in the episode
Yeah.
too. You don't get a great shot of it, but it looked
pretty cool though.
Pretty big.
What is your suggestion of the week? Since you want to forget it every goddamn episode.
Listen, here's my suggestion of the week.
You're gonna suggest the movie we're watching tonight?
I forgot about that. Was it called Grudge Match?
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's De Niro and Sylvester Stallone have a boxing match.
Really?
Yeah, it's a comedy. Kevin Hart's in it.
When is this from?
2013.
Damn. Dude, I don't know. Watch The Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal with another child he's got to take care of.
He's not a child.
You're right. He's
you can
older.
flirt with Grogu.
He is. What is he? 60?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why did you put it in those terms?
Because Blarg brought it up in a YouTube video before.
I gotcha.
He said, "Yo, I want to have a threesome with Kermit and Baby Yoda." And then they were like, "How old? Yo, Siri, how old is Baby Yoda?" Wait, my Siri actually answered. No, my Siri's broken.
You turned it off.
Yeah, it reacts, but it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm gonna recommend Entourage on HBO Max. It's a very funny show. It is the whole series about Vince Chase, and he wants to be the next big actor. So him and his buddies move from Queens to LA, and his best friend becomes his agent. And it's a very good show. It gets very serious at certain times. It is 8 seasons. I am on season 8, and then it has a movie following the show. So highly recommend. It's on HBO Max, Apple TV, Hulu, and YouTube TV. Now on to the fan questions.
Cool.
Rank the first 4 episodes of The Last of Us. This question's from Eric.
All right.
Wait, before we do that, people have been asking me where to submit fan questions. You can submit them on our website, which is I learned that we actually do have emails. I just don't check them. Sorry, everyone. We put up message boards that you can send a question.
Okay.
And you can comment on YouTube. I don't know. Any way you guys can contact us. Just don't call me. Ever.
People call you?
They can if they wanted to.
All right.
But
That's your problem.
it is my problem.
Put your number on there.
No, they can call me because if they go on Instagram, they could use the call thing.
Oh, I got you.
But
All right, from now on, everybody call Tommy, please.
do you want to go first?
Yeah, I
Rank?
guess from worst to best, I'll probably go just 4, 1, 2, 3. Honestly,
I think
1 and 2 are kind of interchangeable, but
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go worst to best as well.
Mhm.
Not that any of these episodes are terrible.
yeah, of course.
4, 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
I think I like 2 just a little bit more than 3. I love 3.
Yeah.
I think 2 let me see the world and something I've wanted to see for so long.
Yeah.
That's just why I think. 3 is really close though. 3 has some great moments. Probably one of the most devastating episodes of television.
Yeah.
Okay, what 3 movies in 2023 are you most excited for? It's a question from Liz. Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones 5, Oppenheimer. I should definitely have another one.
Yeah.
Oh, John Wick 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with. Indiana Jones, John Wick 4, Oppenheimer.
My list might be the same. Definitely Oppenheimer and John Wick 4.
You watch your goddamn mouth. Disrespecting Indiana Jones like that.
Not disrespecting him. There's a lot of goddamn movies coming out this year.
And
Tommy.
it's goddamn Indiana Jones.
That is true.
From the greatest mind of filmmakers. Steven Spielberg.
I thought you meant what's his name?
Harrison Ford.
No, the guy who's making the 5th one.
James Mangold.
Yeah. I was like, he's fantastic.
He's
but
a
greatest
phenomenal
mind?
director, though.
He is.
He's never made a bad movie.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Dune Part 2.
Is that 2023? I thought
Yeah.
it was 2024.
I think that'll go on my list.
That's probably 4. I'm still more excited for Indiana Jones.
That's fair.
Love him. I watched that trailer like 3 times today. Just random.
Yeah, Dune 2 says 2023, but
Oh, yeah, it's like October, isn't it?
November 3rd.
Oh, I was about to say October 2nd.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good list. I like your 3.
I hate year 3.
Okay. What has been the hardest part about the short film so far? This question from Cameron. Writing.
Yeah, writing it.
It's a bitch. Me and Ryan put on a movie to write one scene.
We put on Superbad to write one scene, and we finished it about halfway through the scene. And then I was like, listen.
Yo, Ryan
let me
cooked.
cook. And I just kinda
Ryan
cooked and-
got hot right at the end. Bro turned into LeBron.
Thank you.
This question for Ryan. This question is for Ryan. It's from Christian. Ryan, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
I mean, I'm rooting for the Eagles. Listen, I'm a lifelong Giants fan. They did murder us 3 times this season. But at the same time, in the Super Bowl, when it's the Eagles versus the Chiefs, I kind of got to go for the hometown team. You know what I mean?
Let's fucking go. Go Birds, baby.
I got to go for the Birds.
Oh, congratulations to LeBron for passing Kareem. Most points all time.
Overrated.
You can suck a dick.
No.
Fuck you.
He is the best player of all time.
Thank you. Will you post the short film on your YouTube channel? This question from Darren. Eventually, but we can't post it on there until after it's seen at a film festival.
Oh, we can't?
No one can watch it unless they're part of the crew.
Gotcha.
Cast or crew.
What if he gets denied from all of the film festivals?
Which it won't.
Going straight on YouTube.
Yeah. Or we can try and sell it to Amazon.
It's all for $5 and a stick of gum.
And they're like, and we'll pay you eventually. Just a stick of gum. It's already chewed with stick of gum. And then our final fan
We'll give
question.
you 5 hours of what we give our employees. It's just 20 cents.
It's just
And no
nothing.
bathroom breaks.
You must stay in this spot too. Final question of the day. When's the Oscars episode? Do we
That's
have
a great question.
we have to do that soon.
Yeah.
Because February 20th we're doing Raiders.
Mhm.
So do The Last of Us every week. And the Oscars are the week prior to the Oscars, we'll be on our trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that Sunday, isn't it? When we come home?
Yep.
It's fine.
Because we come home Saturday and Sunday.
All right. We'll do it sometime soon.
Yeah, we just gotta plan it out.
I also still got to watch a few of the movies.
I have Triangle of Sadness
I
left
have
for
to
Best
watch that
Picture.
too.
That's it. That's all I got left.
Okay, I'll watch that with you
Okay, we'll watch that.
because I don't feel like buying anything. And there's the movies that I haven't seen aren't on anything, so I'm like, fuck, I gotta.
So you're gonna make Tommy buy?
Yeah, you usually do.
I do.
You did buy Crystal Skull and then turn it off 5 minutes in.
I did watch it though,
Really?
and then turned it off again. But yeah, that is the end of episode 83 of the Popcorn Podcast. Make sure to tune in to all of our episodes. They are all on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, anywhere you can find podcasts, including YouTube. We also have a TikTok, and I think that's all we really have. And make sure to look up Ryan's phone number. It's on Google now. I posted it there, just so everyone can contact them, leave them all the nice texts and phone calls and emails. And yeah, Ryan, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, if you have any hate mail for Tommy, you can send it my way, and I will personally see that it gets to him.
Okay, thanks, Ryan.
You're
That was really nice of you, buddy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. We love all the support. We love you all. We will see you next week.